It's nice to be able to help other celiacs, because I can remember when I was first diagnosed, I thought I was the only person in the world that had it. I couldn't pronounce it, I certainly couldn't spell it. Once onto the gluten-free diet, I couldn't believe how quickly I felt so much better. My skin colour changed from being like yellowy grey. In fact, my GP once said to me when I went in, he said, "Oh, it's nice to see you in the pink." Table. I decided that we should organise our own food fair, and that was met with a silence for a few moments, and then comments like, "Are you mad?"
How many tickets do you want?
I've got 60 there. We always recommend that newly diagnosed join Coeliac UK, because they have a wealth of information, medical, on everything, food, manufacturers and everything. The food fair today has been good in that there's been a continual flow of people. We've had 2 new members that were just diagnosed earlier this week, and they were absolutely amazed at how much gluten-free food that is available and how much choice. And they'd had a wonderful time and went off with several carrier bagfuls of samples, and they were quite full up from tasting all the products that the manufacturers had brought.
You've got your little book telling you what food you can eat, and there's quite a lot of food you can eat. The problem arises when you go into a shop and you order a pie and it's got gravy in it. Well, the gravy, you don't know what the gravy's made of. So right away you've got a problem. The problems to do with sauces, pastries, cereals, the whole lot. So I got by on jacket potatoes and cheese and onion, you know.
The idea was to produce something that you could eat and enjoy, whether you were celiac or gluten-free or whether you weren't. So rather than one person having something and everybody else something else, it was something that the entire family would be happy to enjoy and to participate in.
Now that is, in my opinion, the nicest beer of the re-fermented, but it's the strongest. You can get the taste of fantastic. Our first stand ever at York, you couldn't get to it for people. It was just a mass of people tasting the beer and wanting to get it. So that was rather nice.
People called heroes and angels and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Somebody once even called us gone. Can you believe that?
Coming to a food fair where there's all the different manufacturers invited to the fair to show their produce and all their new products, it gives the celiac person they can eat everything that's at that food fair, and they can see all the wide variety nice foods that are out there. They get information on where they can buy those foods as well, because that's often a difficulty, is you don't know where to get them, so you get all the information from suppliers, you get to taste it all, and it just makes you feel better, because there is a lot of nice food that you can have to eat. It's just knowing where it is and where to get it.
My mum used to bake my bread and my biscuits for me. The bread she made, I didn't like it. It was awful. I used to throw it under the table for the dog, and he didn't even like it, so things were bad then. And life as a celiac isn't bad today. So much, much better, because you can get anything you want to eat.
I've not had fish and chips for about 5 years, so it was the first time today.
The shortbread was great. I've actually got some packs and I will be ordering some in the future. It's the best I've found and tasted so far.
She's found some ice cream she likes, the chocolate cake.
I've just tried the mince pie and I couldn't tell any difference between that and a proper mince pie, so if the rest of the food's the same, that's going to be fine. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad as I thought.
I'm a dietitian and I also have celiac disease. Before I was a dietitian, I also used to be a chef, so I've got lots of recipes in my head, and I go through their diet in detail, and then I give them ideas of how to have a gluten-free diet with variety and full of the nutrients, especially the calcium, because celiac disease, you're at risk of osteoporosis, so it's very important to keep the calcium intake up.